Hello and welcome to the channel. Well, we have just completed the last of our 3 high-grade Bandai Gunpla builds, and I thought now would be a good time to just take a look at them and, talk about how the builds were and take a look and see how they turned out. And just let me get there we go. So this is the latest one that we finished, and this is the high-grade GOUF. That's this one here. And very inexpensive kit. I think it was 2016 this came out, so it's not that old of a kit. But this is the MS-07B GOUF, and it's a ground suit, so it's kind of a grunt. Excuse me. And I did this one in some custom colors. So, I thought it turned out really good. It was a really easy build, easy to put together. Fit really good. And in the end, you have a kit that has some, limited detail maybe, but definitely lots of room if you wanted to get into adding panel lines. There's lots of room to add panel lines. And you have some good articulation. The kit is well articulated. It moves pretty good. It's pretty robust. It seems to stay where I set it up. Now, it's, these are small high-grade kits, but yeah, I'm really impressed. So we used some of the Bandai decals, and I just sort of went with the Principality of Zeon, and I just thought those kind of went with it. So I've got this badge there on the shoulder, and the stripes here, and the Zeon emblem on the shield. And yeah, we just airbrushed, added some highlights, picked through the different decals that I thought kind of went well with the look of the suit. Put some on the back there. And some of the Zeon. Now, I painted again on the sprue, and I was left with some nib marks that are, a little bit visible here and there. So the next one we build, we're going to go all the way and take everything off the sprue and paint it right from scratch. But I'm really happy with the way he turned out, and that's a look at him. So he has the extra sword that he came with, and he comes with 4 extra hands, 4 extra hands. So 6 hands altogether. We have the holding hand here that has the whip, and we painted the whip in like a metallic gray. It's a Tamiya color. Really nice color, actually. I'm going to use this again on some frame bits and stuff probably, but so that's the whip, and it's flexible. You can bend it and pose it, so that's kind of cool. And then he has these funky gun cannon fingers here. He's got the gun cannon hands. And just put a label on those, and then there's a fist for the gun cannon hand right there, so you can hold a sword in it. And a closed fist for that hand. And on this one we have the open hand for the whip, and the closed hand. That's it. So he has 2 swords and his whip and his shield for weapons, so no guns or anything, but all in all, really cool kit. I really like this kit. Really, inexpensive, and I really enjoyed putting it together. It only took 1 night to put it together, and then the painting and letting stuff dry, but lots of fun. So he is the 3rd in our series to recreate a scene from the Netflix show Requiem for Vengeance, and that's going to include all 3 of these guys. And now that he's done here, I've got the EX, I guess, so the EX Gundam, or the RX-78G, and he turned out really good. And the same thing, I used some of the Bandai Gundam decals, so I've got the decals I added on the shield. I added some decals on the front of his face, or his chest plate here that you can see, and added some cool decals on the back of his legs. So got some down on just by where the vents were, the caution and danger, and then I added some decals to the beam rifle just to sort of spruce it up a bit. So with him, you have the hand to hold the trigger hand to hold the beam rifle right here, You got that hand. And then we've got the hand to hold the beam saber. And yeah, so after a panel lining and a matte coat, that's all this guy got. You can see the detail, really brings the detail out in the backpack with the midi gun and the boosters. And yeah, the panels on the legs, he really, really pops once you panel line him. And that's it, just a couple of Bandai decals, water slide decals. Not a big fan of the stickers, so I didn't use the body panel stickers. Yeah, I looked at them, they weren't really giving me the look I wanted, so I kind of went off script with the exact look from the show, but you don't really see them that clearly, so I don't think it makes that much of a difference. But I really like the detail that the decals brought out on his beam saber holder and the gun. So I'm really happy with the way these turned out. These are great kits. I really enjoyed building, and I'm really happy with the way they look in the shelf just standing there. I'm really impressed with the detail and everything. So that's a look at the RX-78G, and here's a look at the ZAKU, which I think is the F-Type Solari. And again, a really great experience, a great build. 2 sets. In this case, you got extra set of hands. So we got one open hand here, and we've got another closed hand. And the panel lines on this ZAKU are just amazing. There's all kinds of them. They're everywhere. And I did use one of the stickers for this kit, and that's this one here, which was the Red Wolf logo, which I didn't have anything to replace that with, so I did want her to have her logo on there. So I did use a sticker, but it laid down really well. And the rest of these here are all decals. So I added the caution decals around on the legs and the Xeon symbol on the shoulder pad there, and I added these little decals all the way around the skirt armor, which I thought was cool. These 2 little ones here, I thought that brought a nice little detail. Then I added these on the back, just some warning danger booster. These ones on the side. Yeah, so they really kind of tuned it up. These ones at the bottom. So I just picked decals that went with it, I thought, with the, the flavor of the mech, the mobile suit, and just really, sort of brought what I wanted to attention to detail. I got a little one on the side of his head. So, yeah, I'm really happy with the way these have all turned out. I'm really happy with them. There, I'll stand them up. They're all side by each, so you can get a look at all these little guys. Nice thing is the size, too. They don't take up a lot of space on your shelf. And they're a lot of fun to build. Pretty rewarding when you're done. And I just throw the extra parts that I have in one of these containers that I keep, so I can always keep them together. So there's a look at the trio together. And yeah, as you can see, we're coming along with the base. The base is, I've just got the putty on it, and now it's sitting to dry. So we'll let that go off, and I'll get it set up with some trees and stuff, and then we can get started on putting some grass on it. So I guess the next episode will be us putting together the little base for this diorama. I was hoping to get some N scale, which is 150. So 150 scale right around there. So it's really close to the 144 high grade. And I thought I would get some buildings, but they've been a little tricky to track down. My local, the closest model store, hobby store to me, is undergoing renovation. So they're closed until middle of August, I think. And the other 2 stores, the one is more of a gaming store. They don't really have any of that stuff, which is more railroad. And the other store is about, maybe about a 40-minute drive from here. So, we'll see. I've got components that I might be able to build some buildings. So we'll see what I can come up with. But anyways, until then, when we're working on the base. And I will be starting at the same time while I'm doing the base, because dry time with working on that kind of thing is a lot. We will be starting the Revell 144 scale Discovery Enterprise. Is it the Discovery? It's the Discovery with the booster rockets, the space shuttle. So that's going to be a really fun build. I'm really looking forward to get started on it. I'm kind of excited. I've got it open, and I've been looking through the instructions to see where we start and what kind of the order of operations looks like, and it looks like it's going to be a fun build. So if you're interested, please join us for that. Till next time, keep building, keep having fun, and we'll see you then. From the model student to you guys, cheers. See you later. Bye. Play with my toys.